So now if I drink that, I will have the you know, the quest complete, right?
Well, hello. Someone seems to have found himself a bottle of alcohol. Here's where the magic happens.
I think like one bottle of Pilsner is not gonna, knock us on our ass. Let's look at the
What
bottle.
a solid can of mass-produced piss water. Well over 10% alcohol in this so-called beer.
Okay, that
Pop it open
sounds
before it gets too warm.
horrible. Generally speaking, I think beer over 10% tastes pretty bad. Not all of them, but usually.
Wow. The gods of mass production have made this alcohol container laughably easy to open. A child could have done it.
Oh, let's open it.
There's a satisfying pop as the cap comes off, and the hair on your back rises like an army at attention. You've been here before. Welcome back, detective. You're
What?
home
Oh,
now.
sorry. What will be the repercussions if I take that sip?
Nothing. Some mental stuff. Nothing to be worried about. Physically, you'll be strong as an ox.
Let's take a sip.
A golden sun melts down your throat. Its rays filling your nostrils with sunshine. Your stomach melts from it into a happy, gooey mess. So does your mind. All the bad things are melting. You're you again. A real cop. A real detective. Incredibly well done.
Well, that's nice.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's an alcohol button. Alcohol gives +1 to physique skills. Physical instrument, half light, electrochemistry, endurance, pain threshold, and shivers. This is good before rolling a white check, but damages your morale. And remember,
From the void we came, and to the void we must return.
We sure have to. Alright, now we have a skill point. What do we invest it in? Empathy is maxed out, volition is maxed out. Psyche we can't increase any further, right? Yeah, no. Or can we? No. Alright, what is the next lowest? Any more 2s? No. Then let's look at the 3s. Esprit de Corps, Half-Light, and that's it. And Inland Empire, but that's maxed out. Esprit de Corps, Half-Light is threatening people. Both not things I'm all that invested in, but still I think it's smarter to do one of those for now. Let's do Esprit de Corps for now. There we are. Accept changes in clothes. Wonderful. Let's take a look around. We can't go around here, so we have to walk some other path to that, I think. Or I suppose, at least. We'd have to go all the way around. I think we came from here, right? I assume so, at least. Alright, there's a barrel. I probably just missed that I could click it, because I remember this garden and the writing on the roof. Oh, there's jeans in there. Inter-isolary trousers. +1 to Kingdom of Conscience. Kingdom of Conscience? Tailor trousers in light brown. Moderate in every aspect. They're absolutely unremarkable. In other words, perfect. Oh, okay. So they're gonna try to turn me into a moderate. Like this one is, this one tried to make me neoliberal. These ones are gonna make me, moderate, I suppose. So I'm not gonna do that. Again, the liquid has an unearthly blue tint, the kind that might or might not but definitely does glow in the dark. This is a 98.7 pure alcohol. Keep it away from an open flame. Yes, that seems like the responsible thing to do. We don't have a hat, right? No, we don't. Well, that's fine. I'm not much of a hat person myself. Let's head over there. And let's see what's, you know, on the other side of that, like, net that was there. Could we just walk over it? Because there seemed to be a lot of stuff on the other side of it. And I want to know what it is. Righty then. Yeah, that looks like it's just lying on the ground. We should be able to walk on that. Yes. Ah, what's that?
A drop in temperature, an easy flow of air, an empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence.
What did the smoke smell like?
Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance.
Who are the people who live across the road? What about the bus stop?
Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost.
Who are the people who live across the road? Or what about the road? Who are the people who live across the road?
A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware.
And what about the road?
Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of the flow of trade. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces away, right at the turn.
A dead dog?
Tragedy comes from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle, hurrying to work. The cold washes over you. The sound of the sea has grown distant.
Alright, that's enough.
The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair.
Alright. Can we just open that, or do we have to walk around it? Can we not walk around it? Really, come on, we're not gonna let this thing stop us, right? Oh, come on. My guy, you can... Oh, come on, you can do that. I'm sure you can. Shouldn't be that hard. Alright then. Let's see if we can find a way around it and somehow onto that road. I mean, it's basically everywhere in the game, but I really love the painterly look. You can see it especially in the mud here. It's just such a good-looking game. Right, can we access the road here? No, right, that was this. We can't reach it. We can't go there. Can't go up there. Alright, we're gonna have to go further than that. And I think we're gonna do that now. Yeah, across that little bridge. Let's see what awaits us on the other side. Well, that car is even more broken down than ours. The rear tire of a motor carriage adorns the reeds. Can we go up here? Ah, yes. There seems to be a way here. What's this? The water runs from the west. The source is upstream. A broken pipe? Quite feasibly, yes. Okay, is that just... That's just the way back. Okay. so we didn't have to walk all the way around. But I didn't notice the plank there. Alright. What's across here? Can we move? We could move up here. Let's look downstairs first. Can we go underneath? Not any further than that, okay. That seems like a sign that we shouldn't. Trash lying about. Is that like a doghouse? No boat in the boathouse today. Okay, boathouse. This section of the coast has been used, hasn't been used in decades. What do we have here? There's some magnesium, we need that, and some oversized superstar sunglasses. Minus visual calculus, but more savoir-faire. Sure. That's wonderful to have. More boathouses. And I think we are in fact somewhat nearing the road. The boathouse is shoddily constructed. A strong breeze might blow it over. It sure might, yeah. Okay, what's up here? Can we look at that?
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Look, Kim, even more bullet holes. Something's definitely gone down here.
Correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual. Even in a general average bullet hole frequency in Martinez sense. Grim affairs. Meaning, this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire. Something you don't see these days.
Why not?
The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution. The destructive power of such tools proved to be too much. We do need to retain some humanity in this world.
Right, let's just attempt the visual calculus. Yeah, sure, let's go for it.
Unable to piece
shame.
together the big picture just now. There's a hole in their hypothesis.
Fine,
The
okay.
scattering of bullet holes looks like one giant smiling mouth, smiling its deadly smile.
Thank you for that valuable input. Let's walk away for now. Can we open this? French for, I suppose, entry forbidden or something? An old ticket taker booth, no longer in operation. People paid money to park here. No one would pay now. Yeah. What do we have here? Ancient paint is peeling off the roof of this shaded bench covered in rust. This doesn't seem that walkable. Can we cross it? Yes. No? Oh. Over here maybe? Yeah. No? Also no? Oh, up here? And then over like that. Okay then. It's fine. Money? Maybe? Yes. 20-cent equivalents or whatever the small version of real is called. What does this barred up door have to say to us? The door is not only barred shut, it is inaccessible. It sure looks like it, yes. Money? No, it's a fallen peepo. I don't know what a peepo is, but glad to have it, I guess. You are a peepo? A small wire framing inside this futuristic looking fallen peepo hat gives it the aerodynamic shape of a swoop skier's helmet, but none of its productive qualities. Covers the wearer's ears and eyebrows to bring down the drag coefficient. +2 logic, -1 perception. Yeah, and those is your own stardom too dazzling for your eyes? Can't bear the look at your own fabulous reflection in the mirror? Then these classic oversized sunglasses are for you. I need those right now. I'm gonna keep the ones I have on me at this moment. And we go over there. Running all the way around. Okay, no, let's not overdo it, okay? Okay. Now let's see what else we have down there. Oh, there's another box. Let's open that real quick. I assume a couple fractions of a real. No, actually more than 1 real. That's nice to find. I think we've basically paid for a beer now. Or made up for the things we paid for beer. Alright, I thought I saw some people upstairs. But first, let's see what we have over here. Oh, there's someone here. Has he set up traps or something? Okay. Let's see then. There's something here. Come on. A buoy bobs in the water. The number on it says 11. Lots of people out here miss the good old days. Okay, plenty of people around, but let's look at this first. Those are like fortifications, right? These heavy military blockades are riddled with bullet holes, crumbling. Okay. What is lying on the ground? These soggy logs smell of ignition fluid. They still won't light up.
Hello, I'm Gary. How do you do, officer?
Gary the crypto-fascist. That sounds horrible.
Yellow man. I mean, officer.
Oh
The
boy.
lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook. Yellow man. Interesting. This is something to ask him about, after a little probing first.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization.
Not a lover of the great outdoors?
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
Drunks and degenerates, that's my crew. Sadly, I think I might be a drunk or a degenerate, maybe even both. Nobody's perfect. I'm sure you've been tempted to drink.
Oh, I've been tempted. But someone has to stay strong for Revocol.
A German-ish pronunciation of CH? Given that he's a crypto-fascist, that only makes things worse.
He pronounces Revocol with a hard K.
Oh, I heard
unlike
it more as
other
a...
people.
I heard it more as a... But maybe that's just me. You said Revocol?
I like to pronounce it the hard way. The old way. The Vespertine way.
He nods solemnly.
He winks at you, trying to relay some hidden message, inviting you to mispronounce it too, perhaps. It's odd. It's a secret rite. A very fringe nationalist handshake, probably.
Yep, dog whistle, classic. Do you know anything about the man hanged behind the dwelling in rags? Are you a cryptozoologist too? You were surprised to see my colleague, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Do you know anything about the man hanged behind the dwelling in rags?
Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about. Great. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that.
So you do know something about it?
No. Nothing. He was some kind of mercenary. But everyone here knows that. I'm just glad to hear you're looking into it. That's all.
He's not feeling very comfy in his clothes, is he? Strange. He didn't kill him or anything, but there's something going on here.
Okay, are you a cryptozoologist too?
No. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
There probably is a follow-up to this, but you can't think of any. Doesn't matter. Waste of time anyway. Gotta keep moving.
You were surprised to see my colleague, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere. other than Sail. I meant no offense, truly.
The lieutenant is a native of Revachol.
Oh, yes. Of course he is. I was just speaking about his connections. Let's change the subject, okay?
I'm not gonna show him the offensive mug. I think he might see that as a gesture of agreement or something, and I don't want that. Thank you for your cooperation. And you are Morel, huh? Tiny cages carefully constructed. It's almost impossible to get a fire going this near to the ocean.
Here we go. Nice and easy. No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officers.
His self-conscious enthusiasm renders his movements ungainly. He looks like your understanding of a scientist.
You must be Morel, the
To
cryptozoologist.
what do I owe the pleasure?
That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure from your appearance.
You don't seem too happy to see the RCM.
Oh, no. It's all right. I'm just busy. What's this about?
Lena sent me. She's been really worried about you and is waiting for you to get back.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
The 881 is a raised motorway that separates Martinez from Jamrock. The labyrinth of streets underneath it makes it difficult to pass, not like walking over a nice waterlock.
The waterlock's been fixed. It was fine when I crossed it. Let's withhold the story. He doesn't seem like that friendly a person, so we don't have to give him ammunition against us, really.
Oh, good. We should really be getting back. Gary could use a hot shower and a warm bed.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary! We can go soon! If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Alright then.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we go in.
He refastens a bit of netting that has come loose in the wind.
His hands are large and weather-worn, but also used to delicate, precise work.
Tell me about this phasmid you're looking for.
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it.
What makes it so difficult to find?
Good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there?
Sure are.
And I suspect it may have also developed other specialized techniques to protect itself from predators, or scientists, in our present case.
What sort of specialized techniques is the phasmid using to hide itself?
It's my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defenses that allow it to interfere with animal perception, impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual cortex. But I cannot describe how these defenses work, much less how they evolved, without studying a live specimen.
How big is this phasmid?
I'm expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm. So,
He leaves the conclusion up to you.
Seems puny, to be honest.
Why are you so interested in this stick bug? Aren't there more sensational animals out there?
typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for.
I mean, that is true. Insects are very fascinating animals when you look more into them.
Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be the apex of my, of any cryptozoologist career. But to study it and its defenses, find out how it stayed hidden so long,
He shakes his head.
would be glory itself.
What have you discovered about it so far?
very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts.
So no one's ever found one?
Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
Fair enough.
Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real?
I know it's real.
The cryptozoologist says brusquely enough that even he seems taken aback by it.
It's clear that his obsession with the phasmid is driven by something more than the pure pursuit of scientific advancement.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition.
Lena says there's been a sighting of it here in Martinez.
Yes, the most recent sighting was by a couple of teenagers along the coast here. That's what brought us to Martinez specifically. It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore.
Maybe the Insulindian phasmid has died out?
I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
Parthenogenesis, what was that again? Was that the thing that was it jellyfish do, where they go from a mature specimen back to a whatever their first stage is called? Not egg, but like something very early in their stage, and thus repeating their life cycles. I think that's that, but I might be wrong. I'm not a biologist. Don't take my word for it.
He means asexual reproduction. The females of the species don't need to mate to produce viable eggs. This makes it easier for a species with a small population to survive.
Typically for me, I've overthought it completely. And overlook like asexual reproduction. Females reproducing without males, a travesty, a crime against passion and common sense. This arouses no special feelings in me, or that's pretty clever. That's pretty clever. As an asexual, I have to be in favor of that, right?
Yes, the Insulindian phasmid is a very clever insect. That's why it's so damn difficult to catch. But as a scientist, I'll try my best to remain dispassionate.
Now, tell me about these traps then.
Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick.
Okay, so he pronounced it Lena, so I'm gonna say that as well. Lena designed the traps,
Yes,
he says with some pride. How do the traps work?
simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can get back out. At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton.
Okay, I mean, we now know that it's locusts, but I'm gonna ask again. I'm gonna ask anyway, simply because I want the dialogue options.
Locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course. But we've hypothesized that the Insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects.
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm. A meat-eating stick insect? Does it pretend to be the reeds as part of its ambush behavior? This seems unlikely.
A carnivorous stick insect seems unlikely.
Thank you for your opinion. We have also included plant material in the traps to satiate your skepticism.
What will you do if these traps don't work?
They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought.
I'm sure.
The traps do seem to be deftly and thoughtfully constructed. It's clear the cryptozoologist's wife knows what she's doing.
Let me ask you about something else.
Yes. What?
How did you become a cryptozoologist?
I've just always liked animals and puzzles. Searching for cryptids is a bit of both.
That seems reasonable, yes. So you're living your childhood dream out here. Why not just be a zoologist? Real animals are puzzling too. Have you ever discovered a cryptid? Why not just be a zoologist? Real animals are puzzling too.
Real? I know you think one is a respectable profession, while the other is superstition. Everyone does.
I don't. It's a profession just like any other. Honestly, being a cryptozoologist trumps most of the garbage I've seen people do. Cryptozoology does seem like a lot of wishful thinking. I mean, yeah, it does, but honestly, being a cryptozoologist trumps most of the garbage I've seen people do. I mean, honestly, yeah, day-to-day work life is really boring, and if you're like on the lookout for cryptids, could probably be fun at least, even if it's not very fruitful.
My methods do not differ from other scientists. I simply draw upon a wider variety of evidence. And I have more hope that something truly surprising might happen.
Your nerve endings tell you there is no such thing as a positive surprise.
Life surprises are mostly miserable, and has anything truly surprising ever happened to you? I'll take the second one.
No, as I said, I have yet to catch a cryptid, although I have come close. Close.
Interesting. Something for later, this close call.
He was about to say something, but like the quote was over, so I just clicked. My bad, sorry about that. What kind of evidence do you use?
Everything from forgotten regional lore to newspaper accounts, like the one that brought us here, to look for the Phasmid. I keep a very open mind.
He's interested in things that people believe that scientists don't.
You think other scientists don't listen to ordinary people enough?
Most establishment scientists only care about reputation and remuneration, not real research, and certainly not the truth. They're a cowardly lot, and both the field and basement archives can be dangerous places.